And but I've stood up to bullies all my life. And I stood up to my strict father. I stood up to him. He wanted me to set an example. If I couldn't get my brother and sister to understand this stuff that's wrong, that they shouldn't do it, I should at least show them that if you have the courage to stand up against somebody, especially if they're your own family, then you have the courage to stand up against someone who's making your life a living hell. And I'd stand up against other people at school when they were, especially if they were around. I'd stand up to them. If I was to get into a fight, I was going to get into a fight. And to be honest, I never started the fights. I had to finish them. I followed that rule. I'm a martial artist. I've been practicing martial arts for 15 years, since I was 10 years old. Why did I not use it when I was in school? I used it when I had no choice. That one rule that stuck in my mind when I was learning. Don't fight unless you have to. Unless you get pushed into a corner, do not fight. If you have the reason that your brother, your sister, your friend is being bullied or in a fight, you have every right to step in. Especially if a teacher or somebody else, another adult, does not hear you and does not understand, you have the right to step forward. And I used that. I always fought when I had no choice or when I had to finish something that some jerk started. And it happened a lot. And with that experience, I can handle 5 guys on my own. It does not matter to me if they're the same height or if they're a foot or so taller than me. I can handle them. But the thing about bullying is it's stupid. It's a bunch of childish people going out there causing trouble because their life is miserable, so they think they have every right to make everybody else's life miserable. They need to grow up. And the critics about each anime, or because this voice actor didn't get this role, or this voice actor getting this role that they didn't want, all them people bombing you for Reen and Free. Yeah, it's a bit of a yaoi kind of anime, and I'm not into that. I'm like you, I'm not into that, but it's a job, right? You sign up to do a job, you audition for a job, and when you get the role, or you get the job, like, well, fireman or what I do, people will find out, people will know. Some people would ask you, why would you do that? Why would you sign up for this job when you got offered this job? Well, I actually enjoy this job more than the job I get more money at. Why? Why would I choose the job that has more money when I don't even like it? Choose the job that you like. And yeah, I don't like yaoi, but I watched Oron High School with a bit of the yaoi little thing with the twins. I watched it. Starting out, when I watched the Japanese version, I was like, nah, not gonna watch it. Then I heard that the English version was coming out, and then you were playing Tamaki. I was like, okay, I'll give it another shot. And I actually liked it. It was cool. That's my thing about bullying. What would you do if you had the time and the money? Would you get all the other voice actors, or to make a stand against bullying? Bring the Risible Rangers in, the mini skirts in, if you have to. Sometimes Ed's gotta ask Mustang for help. Just this might help, just a little bit. You might need some miniskirts to get some attention. But Rangers themselves, they're awesome. Because I'm also a Ranger. I'm also a Risen Bull Ranger. I signed up. I'm on the chat room, but I haven't been on for a while. I've been so busy over here. I'm working nonstop. I go to work at like 3 in the morning. I don't get off till about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then between 4:30 and 5 o'clock, I'm working my part-time job or I'm working somewhere else. And I'm always working, so I never really have the time. And especially if I'm working on my book, so that's 2 questions and a little story and a little this and that. It didn't take me long to figure out that you were on Digimon Fusion. It didn't take me very long. I liked your version of Keldeo. I think you did a pretty good job on Keldeo and Pokemon. And if you had the time to get a 3DS and buy one of the Pokemon games and set up a friend code deal, I'll give you my friend code and I'll challenge you to a Pokemon battle just for fun. Then you can post it on YouTube, take it to a convention somewhere to show all that stuff, But